Hey there, YouTube. It is Lucy in the Sky with Dementia coming at you again, and I have got another MLM horror story. I love these. I love them that you send them to me. And this one, Josie, you said I could use your name, so I will go ahead and do that. And I've got another interesting MLM horror story. And the very interesting thing about this one is I've got a story that's almost exactly like this. Um, it happened to me around the same time period, around the pandemic, and it is exactly the same MLM. So it's a little bit of differences, but almost exactly. But this is not about me. This is about you and the time you took to send me this horror story. So let's just get right into it, should we? Okay, love it. Josie, I love it. It says, "Hey there, Lucy. I am glad when I found this site. I've been wanting to tell this story and I've submitted to other creators, but have not been read yet." I hear that a lot. The other creators are fantastic. I watch them all the time, keep watching them, but they get these stories by the thousands. So I love it. I'm here to help. Don't forget, I'll send my email down there. But all right. Thank you for your videos. I've really been enjoying them, and you don't know how much that means to me. It does. This happened to me when I was living in an apartment complex and must have been around the beginning of the pandemic. So it must have been around 2020. Yeah. There was a couple about my age that moved in next door. I will call them Jack and Jill. I love it. I love it. They were very lovey-dovey, and it was a little over the top. There were several times when they and my husband would spend evenings on the communal balcony, and they were very pleasant to be around. Got to be a little bit funny how lovey-dovey they were, but it was also kind of cute. That's sweet. Now the story. Unfortunately, Jack worked in the service industry and was left without a job, which happened in the pandemic. We all know that. He was left without a job. Someone he apparently knew got him involved in Primerica. Oh, Primerica. Where do I begin? If in case you don't know, they sell life insurance. But you got to pay for your own background check. You got to pay for your licensing. You have to find your own people. They don't give you accounts to call. You got to cold call. You got to recruit. It's ridiculous. I did not know a lot about Primerica in general. I was surprised he had to pay for the background check and for other fees. I was pretty shocked about this, but in general, I was happy he found another job. It did not last long. Along with him having to pay fees to work there, the company was completely commission based, and it is. I thought he would work with people with existing life insurance policies. I had no idea he would have to cold call people. And then you say yuck with an exclamation point. I agree. Yuck. Eventually, after 8 months of this couple living next door to me, I got to hear this loving couple do nothing but fight. I could hear through the walls phrases like, "Get a job. I have a job. Get a real job. This is a real job. Where is the real paycheck then?" And this I had to giggle at because I certainly heard this. "You are just a negative influence." It was very awkward. And let me kind of paraphrase on that. That is what these MLMs do. Anybody who tries to tell somebody in an MLM that it is a scam, you're going to spend more money than you make, they are a negative influence. So this woman that he had been with all this time was a negative influence because she wanted him to get an actual salary paid job. I could give you several other examples. I would run into Jill in the hall and she could barely look at me. One day she said, "I think you heard our fight last night, didn't you?" I told her, yeah. And I told her that I could get her a interview with the place that I worked at, which is very nice of you. I couldn't guarantee a job, but I could get an interview. And it was an actual, I assume, salary paid job. He would have nothing to do with it. I didn't actually talk to him directly, but she said he wanted to stick with Primerica and he was in for the long haul. They were both miserable and it was horrible to watch. Can you imagine this loving couple that's put together and not only money comes between them, but a flippin' MLM. And all of a sudden, this wonderful woman that you loved so much is a negative influence, thanks to Primerica. Finally, they could not afford to stay in the apartment building anymore and went to live with her mother. I have not heard anything from them since then and did not keep in touch. Thank you, love, Josie. Thank you, Josie. I appreciate this story. How typical. You got a loving couple and an MLM comes between them. Like I said, I had something similar happen. It was even Primerica, but that couple ended up getting a divorce. I don't know whether these guys are married or not. It looks like they're staying together. And the couple in my apartment building, yeah, they were much younger than me, but they were lovey-dovey, so sweet. And towards the end of it, they couldn't even be in the same room together. That freaking MLM tore that couple apart, just like with yours. And I don't know what makes me angrier. Calling somebody you love a negative influence thanks to some stupid MLM. Well, that's my thought on it. But I loved your story. I found it when I was reading it. I was nodding along because I knew exactly where this was going. And I appreciate you sharing this with me. And Josie, I really do. And I want you guys to keep these stories coming. If this rings a bell, anything minute, huge, you've sent it to other creators, but they haven't read it yet. But that's fine. Um, Go ahead. I would like you to send it to me. Any of the MLM misfires, I'm still waiting for more of those. But until then, my email again is lucylulu710@gmail.com. I will take anything, misfire, anything. MLM horror stories, give it to me. I will read it and I will be happy to do so. But until then, Lucy in the Sky with Dementia signing off. Keep them coming. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Keep them coming. I love it. Let's get them one MLM at a time.